Hello, I'm Maestro Claudio, and I'm the only 69-year-old porn star who won't slow down. Well, at that time there were also movie theater that were showing adult videos, adult films. And I remember clearly this thing that happened one time. I convinced my girlfriend at that time to go see one of those movies. I don't remember what it was, but it was in a movie theater. I went to see the movie. And when we came out, I was all depressed and sad, And she said, but, do you realize that you cannot be depressed because you are not there doing that job? I'm sorry. I said, there is nothing that I can do. I feel bad because I'm not there. I can believe that these people get paid to get laid.
I am Laura Cathcart-Robbins, and this is The Only One in the Room, but I'm never the only one in this room because there are a bunch of people in here, but also my boyfriend, producer, and co-host, Scott Slaughter, who I call Hun, is here as well.
Hi, honey.
Hey, Hun. So we have an in-studio today.
I know, right? I'm pretty psyched.
Yeah. Okay, this is industry icon, Maestro Claudio. He's celebrating 69 years of enduring passion with a 22-star salute. So we're going to talk to him a little bit later about what that is. But Let me tell you who he is. He's an iconic adult film performer, producer, and director with nearly 30 years of on-set experience. Mm-hmm. 30 years, hon. He's originally from Italy, which you'll be able to tell in a second. Claudio started his career as a freelance engineer after graduating with a degree in mining engineering from the University of Trieste. In 1984. Claudio owns and runs his award-winning studios PervCity.com and DPDiva.com in partnership with Mick Blue, BamVisions.com. Among his many accolades, he has earned the XRCO. Is it XRCO or is it?
XRCO, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Award for Best Director, Web in 2018, and was inducted into the AVN Hall of Fame in 2019. As you should be. As you should be. So welcome to the show. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, Laura.
Yes. I was corresponding with your publicist, and he was telling me about you, and I was like, please tell me he's in LA so we can get him here in person. And he said,
I'm not far away.
Yeah, he said he's here. So I was like, hooray, we're doing this one in person.
We love the in-persons.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just told a little bit about who you are now. I want to talk about how you came to be this person. You grew up in Trieste, Italy?
Yes.
You did. Where is that?
It's northeast of Italy, at the border with Slovenia, former Yugoslavia.
Okay. So it's at the north?
Yeah, it's about 100 miles east of Venice. Oh,
beautiful. Beautiful. And I know that you started dreaming about porn early or dreamed of getting into it early, but like how early? When did you first see it? When did you first know about it?
Well, since some magazine came in front of me, at that time there were also movie theater that were showing adult videos, adult films. And I remember clearly this thing that happened one time. I convinced my girlfriend at that time to go see one of those movies. I don't remember what it was, but it was in a movie theater. I went to see the movie. And when we came out, I was all depressed and sad, And she said, but, do you realize that you cannot be depressed because you are not there doing that job? I'm sorry. I said, there is nothing that I can do. I feel bad because I'm not there. I can believe that these people get paid to get laid.
All right, I'm using that this week. Get paid to get laid.
So you went into this, but instead of coming out inspired, you were like, they're already ahead of me.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be doing this.
I want to be doing that.
Yeah.
I was studying engineering at that time, but I never cared about it. I just like challenge, so I just wanted them. I thought it was probably the most difficult thing that somebody can do, so I just wanted to become an engineer.
Right. And you didn't have the passion for it.
Not really.
But what was it about the film you saw that inspired you or made you sad that it wasn't you? What was it about it?
there was a sex. You know?
Yeah.
I just like sex. You know?
Yeah, but you can have sex. Like, what about having sex on screen?
Yeah, but that's the point. You know, for me, those people were paid to have sex, which is the best. You know,
It's the best.
So why not? When you can combine, you know, making money with what you like is the best. You know.
Yeah.
So of course, I found out it was not that easy, you know, to do it. But you know, after a while, you get used and you can do it, and you like and enjoy it.
Yes. Yeah. So you kept going to school to get your degree.
I graduated in mining engineering, and
tell me just what is mining engineering? Is it literally like how you make a mine so that you can extract things?
Everything connected to minerals, you know. So how to make a mine, how to cultivate the ore, how to extract the mineral from the ore, and everything, you know. So the first 2 years are the same for every kind of engineering. So you study a lot of math, physics, and chemistry, stuff like that, you know. And then the other 3 years are more oriented toward that, you know.
Right. So you were kind of interested in holes in both things. I'm sorry.
I know.
That was a terrible joke.
Everybody says something like that.
They do? Yeah. Darn.
Well, not exactly like you said, but you say, here you're doing kind of different mining.
Excavations. So why didn't you stay there and just continue to be a mining engineer?
Okay, so I started working as a freelance. We created a company, me and a couple of partners of mine, and we started working with that company, you know, doing consulting. And as a mine engineer, you can do a lot of different things. We are working on foundation, you know, soil and stuff like that. And I was tired of the life in Italy, you know, so everything was, boring for me. So first of all, you had to do politics in order to get work, you know, and I hated that. You know, if you're not connected with politics and stuff, you don't do it. You don't get
the jobs.
Good jobs, you know. So, and that was one thing. I was tired of my partner too. They were not on my same length wave, you know, wavelength, whatever.
I got you.
And I had a passion for airplane, you know, so I started flying airplanes. And
did you always have a passion for airplanes since you were little?
Yeah, kind of always, yeah. But it was another challenging thing, you know, so I wanted to do it, and I got the private pilot license in Italy. You know? And then I heard that here in America is much easier to fly and much cheaper and everything, you know. So I said, wow, can be a good idea, you know. So we did a good business at the end. We bought all the equipment of a mine that the government was selling. So I had some cash, you know, and I told my girlfriend at that time, that now is my wife, I said, why don't we go to the state and we do something with the airplane, you know. I get all the licenses. I said, sure. So we just left, you know. But I was always dreaming about porn. So when I left, I took some numbers of companies here, you know, and I started flying. I got all my licenses. I got the commercial, the multi-engine, the instrument, and everything. We flew all over the national park in the West. It was beautiful, but always dreaming about porn, you know. And when you really want to do something, you know, that the circumstances create a turn around you and brings about what the object of your desire, you know. And so it happens that I was living in an apartment building at that time, and the boyfriend of the manager was in the business. So, wow, I said, I wanted to talk to him. I talked to him, and so he sent me to some casting calls. You know, at that time there was Jim South. World Modeling was the most powerful agent in
Was this in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He had an office in Van Nuys.
Oh, local.
Yeah. Very famous.
Yeah.
He had periodically had these casting calls. So me and my wife, we went there, and we started working. first together and then separately, you know. And at a certain point, my wife got tired of this because she started doing editing and other stuff, so she was already busy. She didn't care about continuing acting. And I kept doing it, you know, until a certain point then I became too busy too. But now I still do it. I just do collaboration, you know. I do content trade with the girls, you know.
I don't want to get too far ahead yet because I want to ask, is this the same, is this the girlfriend that you went to see the porn with? No, because it's a different woman, but this is someone you met in Italy.
Yes.
And
she used to work, she used to be an employee of a company that I was partnering.
Right.
So she worked for us.
So when you two first got together and she was your girlfriend, did you guys watch porn together?
We did a couple of times. She was not very much interested.
She wasn't interested. Do you find that people say that a lot? Like the woman is less interested typically than the man, or no?
Usually it is like that.
Yeah. And then so when you moved here together,
yes,
and you're flying around because this is maybe the new challenge, right? Is piloting.
Yeah.
And you meet the guy in your building who he's related to the person. He's the brother?
No, he's the boyfriend of the manager of the building.
The boyfriend of the manager, and he's a producer.
No, he's just a talent.
Oh, he's just talent. Okay, so he works in porn. And so then how did you convince your wife to move from someone who watched porn occasionally to going out and doing a casting call with you?
I don't know, really. Just pushing and asking her if she's interested. At the beginning, she said, okay, if we do work together, it's fine, you know. Mm-hmm. And so we did a bunch of scenes, just the two of us, you know. So we were making money already just with that, which is incredible, you know.
And was that conditional? Like, if we do it together, then you can do it? Or did she care if you did it with other people at first?
She didn't care if I did with other girls too. So I started working with other girls before her with other guys, you know. So, but then she started working too with other guys, and everything worked out fine.
And you don't mind?
No, I don't mind at all. I'm a kind of a swinger, you know. So for me, I like to see her having sex.
Right. So that part is a turn on too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so when you meet the actor, the boyfriend of the building manager, who's the actor, how old are you then? Around
40.
Around 40?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I started at 40.
That's much later than a lot of people start in this industry.
Probably everybody, yeah.
Did anybody say, hey, you might have missed the boat? Like, maybe this is too late for you to start?
No, nobody said that.
They were just like, come on down?
Yeah.
You have some special skill set?
But not really, you know. But even if I have a strong accent, so I'm pretty good in acting. So I could do those feature film movies, you know, with the acting and stuff. You know.
I like it when there's actual actors, and I like it to feel like I'm being pulled into something rather than just going at it.
Okay. But
so
it's less and less that now.
It is less. How come?
Personally, I think that people mostly, especially the guys, are just interested in sex, in this part, the sex part of the scene. So for all my stuff, I just do a very brief interview with the girl. I ask her to show her body, and then the guy or the guys come and they do the scene. So
when you're producing? When
I shoot in producing my stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So why to waste time where somewhere where people can forward to the sex?
Well, and
no, I understand that there are people like you that like the story, but usually the story is so stupid.
Well, that's true.
You know?
If it's good, though.
Yeah.
If it's good, but it's not usually good.
No.
No. So, so when we're saying porn, are we talking straight porn? Are we talking gangbangs? Are we talking what are we talking that you were doing then?
I was doing everything.
You were doing everything.
Straight, but everything from the 101
to
the group stuff to the gangbang to everything. Yeah.
Wow. So when it's a gangbang, typically there's one girl and then there are many men?
Yes.
So what about safety in those situations? What does that look like on your set?
Well, personally, I don't shoot those things. I just shoot.
But when you did?
When I did, well, everybody's tested, you know, so why worried? So I never got anything, I think.
So
And now it's getting more and more frequent. So everybody now has to get tested every 14 days. So
oh, wow.
every 14 days for everything. Everything included. Yeah, everything.
So you're not slipping through the cracks. No. As it were.
Besides the sexual transmitted disease and AIDS and everything, also the hepatitis and everything.
Right, right. Interesting. Yeah. So your wife kind of starts drifting into editing and more behind the scenes stuff, right? She's not as enthralled with working in front of the camera, and you still are at that point, right?
Yes.
In the beginning. And so I know that you said you like swinging, and it's like fun for you to see her. Was it the same for her with you, that she liked to see you with other women?
No, she didn't care about that. But she was willing to do once in a while some stuff with other girls or other guys too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. She sounds like a good woman.
Oh my God, she's the best.
Yeah.
She managed my company. She does everything.
Incredible.
Yeah.
How long have you been together?
Well, we got married here in 96 because she
96. Wow.
But we've been together for more than 30 years.
Yeah.
Just as boyfriend and girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
We got married only because she won the lottery for the green card. You know that there is a lottery every year. You know, she won the lottery, so we got married and we applied together to get the green card, and then we became citizens.
You wouldn't have gotten married otherwise?
I don't see any real reason. You know, I don't want to have kids. I don't care about kids, so we could have stayed together without getting married. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm fine with being married.
Well, Scott and I, he's over there. Scott and I were both married before.
Okay.
We both have kids. I have 2 boys. He has 2 girls.
Okay.
We've been together for almost 16 years, and we're not married. And it's kind of like what you said. I just don't see any reason at this point.
Yeah.
You know, when I did get married, when I was having kids, like I thought those things were important. And for me, what's important now is just that I just want to be with him. You know, like I'm not obligated to be with him. We're only together because we really want to be, and that there's a freedom in that for me. But I'm always curious for other couples who aren't married, who have been together for a long time. So you feel kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. All right. So, and then the other thing I was thinking about was OnlyFans, which I don't really peruse on my own, but whenever I have, it's because there's a woman on there that somebody's told me to look at. I didn't even really know there were men on OnlyFans, but are there a lot?
Oh yeah, there are a lot of men.
Yeah.
I think almost all the male performer in the business now have their OnlyFans.
Yes,
you know?
yeah.
But I personally think that it's more directly to the gay audience. So because I see from myself, I see just they beg me to do like solo video and stuff. I say sorry, I do this because I want to have sex, you know. So, and they are just happy to see me having sex with a girl, but it's mostly guys.
So let's talk about being 69 and just wanting to have sex.
Yeah.
The first question, I've heard people ask you this before, is kind of the physical how of it. Like, do you take anything? How does this work? How do you keep yourself fit? How do you keep the desire going? Talk to me about that.
Well, of course I take something.
Yeah.
Even the 20 years old now take something. So.
Yeah.
But
what do you take?
Well, it depends.
I mean, like, is it hormones? Is it?
No, I mean the ED drugs like Viagra.
Right, Viagra,
and
yes.
There are injection too. You know, you can do anything. You know, depends on how you want to perform. So.
Right.
But the desire is just, I think it's due to the testosterone. So I'm on hormone replacement therapy. So I just take testosterone, and I take HGH.
Human growth hormone. Yeah.
Combine testosterone and that, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
So it works fine. And that is super good for the libido, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't help much with the performance, you know, but
it helps the desire. Like you can get
desire.
in the
Yeah. But also it keeps your muscle in shape, you know. It's easier to work out and everything. You need the testosterone.
You look like you work out.
I do.
Yeah. Like what do you do?
Well, I have just kind of bodybuilding. I have a little gym at my place, plus in the gated community where I live, they have a community gym, so I work out from one to the other, But the other day skiing, I hurt myself badly. Now I'm all sore, and I think it's going to take forever to heal. It's crazy.
Leg?
No, just this cuff.
Oh, boy.
See, all the pecs.
Claudio has a huge bruise.
And look at my elbow.
Oh,
see the
wow,
difference?
yes.
So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, very, very swollen right elbow and this really beautiful yellow, blue, and black bruise on the inside of his arm. It looks like it goes up your whole bicep.
The worst is here.
Oh, man. What'd you do?
It's crazy. I never fall. I'm a good skier. I've been skiing since I was like 6, I think. So, but when I fall, rarely something bad happens. But I never broke a bone or stuff. This was crazy. It was the most stupid thing. I was on semi-flat, in a straight line at low speed.
And you fell?
One ski, for some reason, got an edge, whatever, went under the other, boom, I found myself. I think I was so shocked for this that I was so tense that I stretched all I strained the muscles.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's not, I didn't hit anything. This came out because of the muscle,
It's like why drunk people always survive car crashes, because they're not tensed and prepared. It's the other cars that, the other drivers. Yeah. That's crazy, though. I've not seen bruising like that.
Oh, me neither, believe me. The whole other arm, too, this is less, but this is more painful. Wow. Look at here.
Yes.
So I can't work out now, that kills me.
Our stairs were probably enough, huh? Coming up here.
But I have a content in a couple of days, and let's see if I can do that.
Yeah. You might have to wear sleeves or something. I don't know. All right. So you do a bunch of things to kind of stay in shape and keep your libido up, and so, basically, you're thinking about it anyway, right? The desire is there, but you got to get the body up to speed so that you can perform. And I was telling you before we sat down about this article that I read in the New York Times about this 80-year-old couple. And there's a long history where he was a very sexual man, young man, and she was a very buttoned-up, religious young woman. And when he bought her a vibrator, she freaked out and she was upset and offended because she was thinking she was failing him by not enjoying it. Okay. There was infidelity later on in their lives, on his part twice and hers once. They go to couples therapy, and basically he lays it on the table. I love you, but I'm a very sexual man and I'm going to need some. I'm paraphrasing. And so she starts to see how she can participate. And if she can participate and enjoy it, because that's the other thing he wants. He doesn't want her to just go along. He wants her to enjoy. So this is what the article says. It says, most Sunday mornings after coffee and fruit, David goes to their bedroom. He pops a Viagra, straightens out the bed cover, showers, and then when he's ready, he calls for Anne. Their phones remain in the kitchen, the dog outside the bedroom door. They cuddle and touch each other. Sometimes they mutually masturbate, which they just started doing in the last decade. And then it goes on from there. He goes down on her, she goes down on him, and then if they haven't, come by then they have sex. And I was telling you, I'm going to be 60 this year. You're 69. When did you turn 69?
I'm going to turn 70 New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Oh, that's a great birthday. But people that are younger than me think that by my age, this part of your life is pretty much over, right?
It's not true.
It's not true. And then this article kind of stunned me because I had it in my head that after 80 is probably, you're not wanting to do that anymore. Just the snuggling, right? Just the closeness. So just tell me your thoughts about aging and sex and not just for yourself, but for society.
My thought. I don't know what to say. I just enjoy I still enjoy having sex, and I wish everybody can do it. So I don't see why not.
Do you have any tricks for helping people who are maybe a little bit rigid about it? Like, have you worked with someone who's a little shy that you can do things to like get them in the mood?
No, never happened. No. Never happened.
That never happens. That's hilarious. But what do you think of Anne and David? Like, do you think that's going to be you and your wife?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Maybe she's not too much interested in sex anymore, but we still do it once in a while. And she's 10 years younger than me, so.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, she's 59.
I was going to ask you that if she was. Oh, she's my age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to be 60 in January.
Okay, I'll be 60 in August.
Okay.
Yeah, so going to Fiji.
Nice.
So do you do the work that you do? Like, your press release from Brian, talked about your age. Do you do that for inspiration for other people to show them that, you don't have to be done with this? Like, what's the kind of outrange for a male adult actor?
I think I'm pretty selfish. I do just for myself.
You just do it for yourself. There's no altruistic reason.
If somebody gets inspired from me, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Very welcome. But whatever. But I do it mainly for myself.
Are you casting men your age in your projects?
I don't have that niche. I could maybe, but. So far, no. But I tend to cast older guys. And older, my favorite performer used to be my friend Michael Stefano. He was big time in the 2000. He retired in 2012, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I just by chance I called him. He was in Asia, living there. I called him. And at that time when I called, he was here visiting the sister in California. And I thought, hey, Mike, I say, why don't you come back to give me a hand? Oh, Claudio, I don't know if I have the energy anymore. So I insisted 3 times, and the 3rd time he said, okay, tell me when. This was during COVID, So at the end, at the moment we started shooting, came over, he did 147 scenes in 11 months.
What?
It was more than 50.
Wow.
So after back and forth for like 2-3 more years, at the last time he said, no, I'm done. I'm done again.
Right.
That's
a lot.
He moved, 54.
Yeah.
54. He moved back to Thailand.
So
I prefer the mature guys,
You prefer the mature guys.
But now lately I have some younger guys that are pretty good too,
Mm-hmm.
But it's difficult to find the good people, especially the guy. The guy is very important, Even if he's considered just a prop, but that prop needs to work properly.
Yeah, the prop needs to be proper.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you. We talked about men and kind of the age, and 54 might be a little bit older than most adult actors. What about women? Like, what's probably around the oldest women that you'll cast in anything?
In the 50s.
In the 50s.
Yeah, I shot many times my friend Siren the Mare, and I think now she's probably 54, something like that.
How's she look?
Oh, she looks great, and we did content together 5 times. She doesn't live here; she lives in Washington State. And every time she comes here, she gives me a call. Hey, do you want to do content? Sure, I like her. She's very nice.
Do you see any difference in views or streams from when you do content with her?
She's very No, I don't know about the content because I can't see the.
Oh, that's because it doesn't let you see it, right?
Yeah, I see just the money coming in.
Yes.
I don't see much difference.
Yeah.
But she's very popular. So every time we shot her, we had a good response from the fans.
I would imagine for men as they age, it's probably preferred that they age naturally, except for the enhancing drugs like the Viagra. What about women? What about when women, as they age, are they augmenting themselves more? Lip plumping breasts?
They do that since young age.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, do you like that?
No, I hate it.
You hate it?
Yeah.
What do you hate the most?
Oh, the most probably is the fake butt.
The fake part. Yeah. That doesn't feel good?
Unless it's very well done. Now they have this Brazilian butt lift, whatever, and sometimes it's very well done, so you don't even notice, you know. But before, they used to have scars on the butt because they were horrible.
Yeah, the injections and the surgery.
And the excessive lips bother me a lot, too.
You don't like the lips?
No.
Do they feel different?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I like kissing, you know.
Yeah.
So I like everything natural.
You like everything natural.
So I don't care if the girl doesn't have breast, whatever. Just natural is better.
Mm-hmm. And those are the people you choose to cast for the most part?
Not necessarily, because there are not many. You know?
Yeah, right. That's a shame, huh?
Yeah.
But there must be then a market for people who are natural. Like some people must prefer to watch that.
I tell you the truth, I think that even the fan now likes the super fake. When a girl has a huge butt, huge boobs, big lips, they are paralyzed. This is what they want. So
the Kim Kardashian effect.
I don't understand why, but this is how it is.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. We're almost done. I want to talk about Perv City. And your transition from being in front of the camera to doing kind of, are you doing almost everything behind the camera? I know your wife does editing, but you produce and direct?
Well, my wife coordinate the editing. We have a couple of girls that do the editing. She just supervises.
She's like the post-production supervisor.
Yes. She makes sure that everything is fine and everything. And I do on set. I do everything. I have a PA, production assistant, you know, that takes care of the light and the stuff. And but I do the stills. I do the pretty girl stills. I do the hardcore stills, and I do the video.
Wow.
Yeah. This is why they call me Maestro, because I'm very good in what
you're
I'm
directing everything.
No, I'm very good in what I'm doing. You know, Maestro. Michelangelo was called Maestro. Leonardo da Vinci.
Yes.
Federico Fellini.
Yes. I like the way you say those names.
Well, I say in Italian.
I know.
I say them in the proper way.
Yes. We, Scott and I went to Italy 2 years ago for a wedding in Tuscany.
Oh, nice.
And so for 6 months, I drove him crazy trying to learn Italian before we got there. I never did. I never even really learned enough just to kind of get us around. But I tortured him with my, listen to this, try to guess what this means, blah, 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 and then mispronouncing things and trying. And as soon as we got there to the hotel, I was all prepared to use it, and they said something, and I was like, I can't. I'm just going to speak English. I don't want to butcher it.
The grammar is very difficult in it.
It is. Yes. It is. It's different than Spanish.
Yeah, there are all the conjugation and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah. I thought it would be easier, but I would rather just not pretend and just not speak it because it is so gorgeous to the ear.
It's very musical.
Yeah. And we loved the Sistine Chapel. Like we were just mesmerized. And when we went in, it was thousands of people there at the Vatican that day. But they asked everybody to be quiet. You had to be quiet in this room. And it was amazing to hear people enter and then hush. And everybody looks up, and then something rings, and then you move through, and there's noise again. But just like that sacred moment.
But did you go to Florence too?
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
For me, it's the most beautiful city in Italy.
No, I went to Florence by myself, not on this trip. We went to Tuscany. We went through Florence, but I went to Florence and saw David and saw everything that one is told to see in Florence. I could probably spend much more time there. That's nearer to where you were, yes?
Well, now Florence is in the center of Italy. I'm the northeast of Italy.
Yeah. That's the part I need to go visit is north. I haven't been there. I think you've been there, right, hon? Yeah.
North is good for the mountains. I used to ski on the Dolomites.
Oh, yeah. Scotty's a skier, cyclist, like all those things. He cycled in Italy. I'm sure you guys will talk about that. I was going to ask you if you still love what you do, but it's obvious that you do. You love it, right? Uh-oh. No.
It's not that I don't love it. I find some satisfaction to make a good product, but it's becoming too much, When you shoot too much, at a certain point it becomes too repetitive, So I still like doing it, but I should just slow down. I should go more to my place in Mammoth Lakes in the mountain and stay less here to shoot, But we got to do those number of scenes, and sometimes it's a lot,
Yeah.
It's not that I don't like it, but if I would do less, I would be happier.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's really interesting because you had this dream when you were younger, and then you followed your ambition and became an engineer, which sounds like it was kind of your plan B.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, maybe I'll be a pilot, which you also loved, right?
Yeah.
And then, but that kind of fell by the wayside, and you pursued the thing.
I quit flying,
Yeah.
because of porn. Because at a certain
porn.
point, I was too busy when I started, beside performing, I started producing and making movies and stuff. I was too busy. I didn't have enough time to fly, and it becomes dangerous,
Yeah.
If you don't fly constantly,
Right.
flying
You have
once
to
in a
practice.
while is not good.
Do you want to take it up again?
I want to buy a plane, but if I tell this to my wife, she would go crazy.
So no.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But now I need glasses to see close, to see the
Oh yeah.
the
instrument.
the instrument.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm thinking.
Well, do you feel like you lived your dream?
Yeah.
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 You're living your dream?
I'm still doing it. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. Tell me where people can find you. I saw your X was canceled when I went to look for your X account. Is it back up?
Okay. The original one was at Maestro Claudio, and that still suspended. Actually, they suspended me. They gave it back to me, and they resuspended me after 2 months. They said for platform manipulation, whatever. So I don't even know why. And I took over my wife's account. So now, and I changed name, and now I'm the tweet of MC.
The tweet of MC?
Yeah, MC is Maestro Claudio.
Oh yeah, okay.
The tweet of MC.
Okay.
At the
tweet of MC.
And but the first one I had almost 200,000 followers. With the new one, I'm already above the 110,000. So I'm gaining.
Yeah, you
followers.
are.
Yeah. And same thing with the Instagram. Instagram, they suspended my first, and then I had a new one, but I don't pay much attention to Instagram because it's too restricted, But it's at the initial of Maestro Claudio, the best in the West.
The best in the West.
MCTBITW.
Okay, great.
Maestro Claudio, best in the West.
And on OnlyFans, you are
at Maestro Claudio.
At Maestro Claudio.
No, OnlyFans / Maestro Claudio.
And then, is there a website?
There are 3 websites. So the perfcity.com, dpdiva.com, and then I have, like you said, in partnership with Mick Blue, I have bamvisions.com.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And there is also maestroclaudio.com, but just redirected to OnlyFans.
Okay. So you'll be able to find you. You just, you might end up on one side or another.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really glad you came in.